apologizes the most in relationships? Obviously, it's the men.
I mean, that's fact.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should close right now because that is the answer, and there's nothing anybody here can say that will change my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
at this point, I can't change my mind because the question is who apologizes the most. But let's try and understand the question.
Talk to me.
Who says the most apologies, or who accepts the most apologies?
Men.
No,
who accepts?
Okay, women.
Women accept okay.
apology because
They
we're giving
accept
apology.
because men always give apology.
And besides, they didn't actually say that apology. Apologizing could come from an
Why
act.
do you think men will apologize the most?
You could act it out. You could act an apology. You doesn't have to actually say the apology.
No,
because
the
women get offended
the most.
I think I'm going to agree with you on that.
And therefore,
men have more need for apology, and more need for apology equals more apology.
See, right now it's looking as if we the men are attacking, but it's a fact.
No, it's not an attack.
Yeah, but the truth is...
No. I agree with you. Right. Men apologize the more in relationships, but it doesn't mean that men say the most sorries. You apologize because women easily get offended with little things. I mean, not opening the door, not placing the cutlery, or not posting my picture on your
not
DP.
Putting the toilet seat down.
But you actually have to apologize for doing that.
For not putting the toilet seat down, something I paid for my money.
It's a struggle for me.
My friend, put the thing down.
I'm sorry, but then
put
it's
it
down.
down.
Just put it down.
Do you want to live long? Just put it down.
This is the reason why you have to apologize.
Exactly. We always apologize. I'm sorry.
And you are always apologizing because you are always wrong.
That is a lie.
Hey.
That's
a fallacy.
No.
Very, very shaky ground.
You know my issue with you is because you are 3 against moi.
It's not that common.
I used to say that.
If it was a fact that women apologize more, I'll say it. So I'm not attacking you. I'm stating facts, purely facts.
Based on what grounds?
Based on all the things that we are seeing in the world.
Give me 3 reasons why you think men apologize the more. Then I will know that
I should give you 3 reasons.
You have facts.
One.
Please, not you, him.
I'm going to give it to you.
Okay.
Because men apologize the most. Because
men apologize the most.
No, that doesn't count.
No, what do you mean by it doesn't count?
What do you do? See, before an apology comes, it means there was a mistake.
No.
Before an apology comes, okay, there should have been a mistake. You should be remorseful of whatever you did, and then you apologize.
I like what you said. There should have been a mistake, but in this case, there isn't always.
So why
a mistake.
do you apologize?
Okay.
Because you want to end.
I'm sorry, Chida,
because one piece of mind.
We mentioned something earlier about women, getting offended more. Sometimes you can be remorseful about something that's not necessarily a mistake, but then it's just the very fact that she's offended will make you
exactly example,
and that will eventually result.
I think you should give me practical examples why you think men apologize.
Let me give an example.
I don't want to agree with you. Before I agree with whatever you're going to say, I don't have a counter argument, but you should convince me that men actually apologize them more, because I hold a contrary view, but not in apology sense. I think women say sorry the more in relationships, but when it comes to apologies, it's like budding relationships, like boyfriend, girlfriend, high school, university.
Yeah.
You really find the men saying more apologies because every little thing they do, the woman is always looking for some reference somewhere from her previous relationship, from some other relationship. And so she's always doing comparison. So if you don't take care as a man, you end up always apologizing for one thing or the other without even knowing what you did wrong.
Yep.
That I'll agree with you. But for more mature relationship, like if you take it a step further, you are committed in a relationship, like you are courting or you are married, I can tell for a fact that 90% it is the women apologizing for one thing or the other. Why? Because men have ego. Flat.
What makes you think that a woman in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship who is comparing, who is complaining, whatever, is going to change the moment
she gets married?
The status of the relationship changes.
It doesn't change. Still the same woman.
Because she matures.
No.
So the man doesn't mature.
Okay.
Men, I don't want to take the argument. I don't want to take the argument to maturity.
Oh,
I mean, it's all connected branches. Let's do it. Why not?
If we want to take it to maturity, I'm sorry I would have to insult some men because you men don't mature as fast as women do.
I agree.
Oh yeah, but eventually,
I agree, very true.
But eventually,
And so if I am 19 years, or 19 maybe too young, 20 years, let's agree we are dating.
We're both 19.
We are both 19.
Yeah, the chances are you will probably be more mature than I am.
Obviously.
And so in a relationship, while I know you are still chasing me, I'll always find fault for you to say sorry to me, and I'll feel good. And I'll always be saying that, your other friend did this for the girlfriend, you didn't do, you have to say sorry. You didn't put me up on your status on my birthday, you have to say sorry. But the moment we get married, the man feels, well, I am in control of the home. Okay. I own the home. I run the affairs of the home. And as much as possible, I should be able to give you that respect that I called as a man. As a woman, immediately I will rise up to the occasion and take up that responsibility. And so there's a high probability that I will be apologizing more to you than you will be saying sorry to me, because I want peace to reign and you are still in your childish elements.
Hold on. Let me debunk what you just said. Let me debunk what you just said. Because you said something about, okay, what you're saying right now would be assuming that we're the same age.
Exactly.
Yeah, assuming.
Don't forget that most of the time, the guy is older
than the woman.
Most relationships, you have the man 3, 4, 5 years older than the woman.
Okay.
To make up for the fact that women mature much earlier than men.
True.
You get me? So that pretty much cancels out the whole maturity argument.
So by the time they get married,
because
they've achieved the same level of maturity.
Exactly. So by the time we get married, we should have relatively the same level or amount of maturity. So now, what else can you pin the whole
even beside
thing on aside from maturity?
I don't think a woman will get married.
If you are moving it to the next stage, that is marriage.
Right.
Factually, it's very difficult for a man to open his mouth and say sorry to his woman.
I heard this guy say something once. He said, in marriage, the woman is the law. And I 100% agree.
Because
the woman is not the law in marriage. In marriage, the man is the one who dictates, who shapes.
That's how it should
how the relationship should be.
That's how it should be.
That is what should happen.
No, that's what should happen.
But it's not.
But then you keep
because of what, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so because of that, you find in most cases, most ideal cases, it will be the woman apologizing more to the man rather than the man apologizing to the woman, because the woman feels this man is not going to say sorry. He's aired. Anyway, let me shoot it. Let me just say sorry and let it slide. But for the man to say sorry for something he's done.
Do you know what's funny? What she's saying.
The funny thing is, sit right with reality.
The funny thing is, what she's saying. What she's saying, like that's what we're thinking.
What you're saying is how it should be. Like, yes. It should be that way. It would be, I mean, perfect.
No, the way it should be is whoever is wrong should apologize. That's how it should be.
Okay, good.
But then the argument to who wrongs, who commits the most errors in relationships.
But you actually
as for committing of errors, what I think is an error, you might think is not.
Exactly.
So that one is personal.
But you actually think that every time a man apologizes, it's actually wrong?
Before a man would say I'm sorry or apologize, he would have actually thought about it.
Let me give you 2 practical examples.
Give me 2.
I've got uncles who are married, plenty of uncles. I've got cousins that are married. My cousin has been married for like about almost 20 years now. And he said something to me, happy wife, happy life. Every single day he says this. I didn't understand. He says the day you understand that the wife is always right, you will not understand what a good marriage is. I'm like, how does it work? He says this, listen, you are the head of the family, but she being the neck means that she controls everything from the bottom. It may look like you're only there to present the face of the marriage. So you are the model of the marriage, and the woman is the work of the marriage. She makes the marriage. So whenever things happen, whenever it's wrong, you're the man or the one saying, you know what, chef? What you're thinking, you're saying the woman is like, oh, let me just say sorry. So that's what we're thinking, because we don't want peace of mind. Number 2, a practical example. There's a girl I was with. Now, she was like, she's not hungry. I said, okay, fine, I'm going to get food. I said, are you hungry? She said, no. I'm like, okay. I went to go and buy fish and chips. When I bought, she's like, what did you get me? I'm like, nothing. She said, why? Because you're not hungry. And she said, you should know that when I say I'm not hungry.
She was speaking to you
How am I supposed to?
You have to get that message.
Exactly, and bruh, she was angry. I'm like, what did I do wrong? Tell me what I did wrong. You said you're not hungry, so I didn't buy anything for you. And I had to apologize for something that I didn't know that I would do. Do you understand?
Hey, God.
you get me?
I'm struggling to understand your woman because that's not what she, I mean, no one reads mind. Even psychologists don't.
Women expect it.
You read minds.
Yeah. Women expect it all the time.
Like
you have to be a mind reader.
This is
necessary for relationships like as a man.
No,
you should not.
No, I think what she was expecting was for you to think ahead, not necessarily for you.
Just look at that.
So
this is why I say that women don't have accountability.
I mean,
no accountability.
I literally asked you.
Nothing. No sense of responsibility.
Or example, let's
say what you want. Why does someone have to think ahead?
I had traveled. I've come back.
Why can't you think ahead as a man? Then how do you plan for the family?
Wait, I said,
no,
wait.
It's not somewhere.
You all have brains.
I am not saying that what she did is
why
right.
is a man's responsibility?
I mean, the man in the head.
No. So I believe that men do apologize the most in relationships because women fail to accept responsibility. They have no form of accountability. So they lack the ability to say sorry. Like they don't like to be wrong. Men always have the reason for nothing. Be it good, be it bad, be it not their fault. They're always saying sorry. And women, they never do because what? They feel like they are never wrong. So yeah, it's a man.
Naturally, I believe that men apologize the most when it comes to relationships. Not because they're wrong, but because as the men and as their steering wheel of the relationship, they want peace to prevail. And plus, men don't like stress. We don't want to be stressed. So naturally, just to make the woman happy and just have life go on peacefully without actually living in a war zone, we just apologize so that, she can be happy and we can be happy. Because as you know what they say, a happy wife, happy life. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know what Abila is talking about because, yeah, it's true. At the end of the day, men do have an ego, but if you want to live long, you have to apologize because women always do the most. It just is what it is, man.